Let's do some art journaling with a faith twist. Today, I am working on 3 custom planner spreads, Courtney, Angie, and Bobby, all of which asked for a summer twist, and the Planything summer release is absolutely perfect for all of these requests. So I'm super excited to dive in and create these monthly spreads. I will link the supplies that I used down in the description box below. I also have a coupon code for Planything that you are going to want to take advantage of if you decide to pick up these sticker books. All right, I'll put you all on fast forward. Let's go. First up is Courtney's spread, and I'm doing a venti size vertical spread for her. And she asked for just a summer theme, and I thought, let's do summer activities on her page. And I'm using several different sticker sets from the Summer Fun sticker book from Planything. So we're going with ice cream, including the ice cream truck. Let me know, has the ice cream truck started coming out to your area? It has started coming to our street, and my kids are a tiny bit obsessed. So we got the ice cream store, the ice cream truck, of course, the pool, some cookout, some grilling things. We're just going to create some summer scenes so that Courtney can just imagine herself jumping right in to the summer and having a great time. I love that Courtney knows how she likes to organize her planner. So she sets weekly goals, such a fabulous idea, and she writes them in her sidebar. So I'm giving her some space over here. I'm going to put 3 different boxes over here on the sidebar. Perfect that she uses the venti, which coordinates with the big sized happy planner. That's going to give her a ton of room to write. So she can do her 3 goals over there. I'm giving her boxes on every day so she can track her schedule and other things. And then she is a checklist kind of gal, and I can totally identify with that. So she prefers to have a checklist on every single day. When I do those types of spreads, I tend to like them all lined up. It just makes sense to me to have all the checklists all on the same level. And so I'm going to do checklists down the middle, which is why you see me kind of avoiding that area, because I don't want to fill it up decorative stickers when I know that there's going to be need to be a lot of room to write. So I planned out the main parts of the spread, kind of where the scenes were going to go, and now I'm going to transfer them over to the page. I used my sticker guides to do the planning. Those are so fabulous. They really, really help you kind of imagine where your stickers are going to go before you have to move a bunch of things around the page. They are pretty key for me, especially on these custom planner spreads, because I end up changing my mind a lot. So we're going to start moving things onto the page. I added a little bit of scallop washi, again, from Planything. I have been ridiculously obsessed with the scallop washi. I have used it on so many spreads recently. I'm going to do some pink up here just to give a little contrast. I just love that it is not boxy. It adds a different shape to a planner spread, which is, I think, pretty important because I think it changes things up and makes it a little bit more interesting looking. So we're going to do a little bit of the scallop at the top, kind of setting the scene. I wanted there to be washi near every scene, and I'm just getting all of the boxes in place, lining them up, and we're going to go back and add a little bit more detail here because, of course, you could leave it just like this, but it ends up being a little bit plain this way. I want to use some of the smaller stickers from these sets to add more detail to the different scenes. Now, spoiler alert, instead of checklists on Courtney's spread, I actually did bullet points, mostly because I don't have checklists that are sized for this size planner. I only have some that are sized for the classic size or the venti size planner, not for the big. So instead of a checklist, I did bullet points. I know some people can be really particular if they like a checklist or if they like a bullet point. I'd love to hear, are you a checklist gal? Or are you a bullet point gal? Or do you not care? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you have a big preference, let me know why. I definitely would love to know. I think I would probably lean towards bullet points because I like that you can control the spacing of the bullet points. Meaning, if I only have 3 things, I can space those out over the day. If I want to fit in 5 things, which is what I'm going to do here for Courtney's, because it's a big spread, I thought 5 bullet points on each day made total sense. I like the flexibility of the bullet points over the checklist. So that's probably where my preference comes from, but I don't mind a checklist. I use checklists on my personal planner all the time. So it really is just whatever works with a particular spread. But let me know down below, checklist, bullet point, and why. Let me know which one and why. Now I've got all of the function in place. Now it's time to decorate with some of the smaller little icons and accessories, just add a little bit more interest to all of these scenes. I think this is what really starts to elevate a spread. When you go a little bit above and beyond, when you fill in some more of the space, when you add the little details, a little extra washi, some of the smaller stickers, that's what sets it apart from just your typical spread. And one of my goals with any of these custom planner spreads is to make it a spread that is going to stand out in my patrons' planner. I want them to feel really special. I want them to be really excited when they flip open to this spread, that it just, kind of encompasses everything they were going for, and that it's just a little bit different than what they would normally do for themselves. So I am bringing in whiteout. You see me using the Bic whiteout. That's my favorite whiteout, just these mini ones that I use all of the time. I use them with clear stickers just to make sure that the lines aren't breaking up the image. So I use them now and then. Sometimes if it's covering too much, there's nothing you can do, but every now and then just to clear up the image just a bit. Once I finish the grilling scene over here, that is going to be it. I am going to find a few quotes to add to the page. You can see there's an empty box in the bottom right. That is definitely calling out for a quote. So I will add those, and then that will be it for Courtney's summer fun spread. Let me know what you think down below, Courtney. I hope you love your spread. I hope it inspires some fun summer activities, or that it's a great place to write down your fun summer activities for the week. All right, next up, we are jumping into a monthly spread for Bobby. This may actually be the first time I have done a monthly spread for Bobby. I've been creating planner spreads for her for a while now, but I think this is the first monthly one I've done. She requested June, and she requested retro, summer, or a beach theme. And so I'm actually going to go with the lovely summer sticker book from Planything, because these gals were just too cute to not include in someone's planner spread this month. So we're going to have all of these retro girls, all of these cuties around the monthly spread. This is going to be a very full monthly spread, so I'm hoping that it still works really well for Bobby. Now, I am covering up some of the monthly boxes. They're definitely getting covered just a bit. Does that decrease the functionality? It can. I'm not totally sure what Bobby likes to notate on her monthly spread, but I figured, Bobby, if you're watching or listening, that you will be able to add functional boxes as needed. I will end up scattering a few around the page, kind of just randomly to balance out the layout. But if you need additional functional boxes, you can add some small ones to layer over the decorative stickers. All right, I am working with an undated spread, so let's go ahead and add the dates for the month of June. June 1st is a Saturday. That means that it overlaps in that weird, awkward way where you have to have 2 dates on Sunday. There's a couple of different ways to deal with those multiple days. You can either put 2 dates on the same day, have that diagonal line going through, but in this case, I preferred to move that last Sunday, the 30th, move it up to the top Sunday. So I have the 29th down, or sorry, the 29th on a Saturday down in the bottom right, the 30th up in the top left. You'll see me add that here in just a moment. All right, this girl is an example of a time I'm not going to use whiteout to cover up the lines. Yes, they go through her face, but she is so big, it's such a big sticker that it would just take out too much of the spread. I still want Bobby to be able to see the dates happening, and again, she can layer functional boxes. I know that probably seems weird to put functional boxes over someone's face, but trust me, it would still look really nice. We're gonna move this girl up just a little bit. I had her down 1 row, but because there was some extra space, it made sense to move her up. Let's create some little scenes with each of these gals. They're just living their best summer life. Some of them are out on the beach, some of them are by the pool. Bobby lives in Florida, so I think she's going to end up having both options this summer. So we're going to just have all of it represented. This girl in the martini glass, though, is hilarious. I love her so much. How stinking cute is that? And then this one, we're going to move up to this row. So I tried to kind of center all the girls on different rows of the month to space out where all of the illustrations would be. All right, now is the point where I'm going to scatter some monthly boxes around the page, not because I know that Bobby has specific things on these dates, but mostly just to move some of the color around the page. See how I'm layering in the functional box over the decorative box? I just want to be able to move the color around, fill in a little bit of the space visually, and then Bobby can add more as needed. So stinking cute. Okay, I wanted to add a little bit more at the bottom, so this time I'm going to go with grid washi. That is another release from Planything. She has some of the best kind of basic washi out there, and I love me some grid washi as well. So we're going to do a little grid washi. I went with this color because it reminded me of sand, so we're embracing the beach. We're going to do that at the bottom. I originally was thinking of doing it at the top, but then I changed my mind. I ended up deciding I'm going to cover up the days of the week with these from Mojo Jojo Plans. This is from her her original Date It sticker book. That one is actually my favorite one. So we're going to cover those up, and then I will add a few more decor pieces at the top just to make sure it feels all the way filled in. Like I said, I tend to want these to be a little bit over the top, but I absolutely love how this one came out. In fact, I totally would not mind if this were my June monthly. It is adorable, and Bobby, I hope you love it. I'll be really interested, Bobby, to see how you end up using it. So be sure to let me know, and then all of you, let me know what you think of Bobby's fun retro beach spread down below. All right, that should be it. June and done. Last but not least today is a spread for Angie, and this is a special spread. She requested a packing list for Hawaii. I'm assuming that means she is going on a trip to Hawaii, which, hello, that's amazing. I am super jealous, and that's so great. So I'm going to actually give her a double page packing list, because in my head, if you're going all the way to Hawaii, you're probably going for a little bit longer of a trip than you might typically do for a vacation. So we're going to give her lots of room to do a detailed packing list. Plus, if she's like most people I know, she's probably not just packing for herself. Whether, you're double checking with a friend, whether you're packing for kids, whether you're packing for a spouse, there's almost always more than one person to keep track of. So that's what we're going to do. I have grabbed Mamby sticks. These are some old school Mamby sticks. You can still find them at Joann's, I think. We're going to use those to create a big title on the page. And I also grabbed this other book from Planything. This is the Tropical Beach book, which of course is perfect for a Hawaii theme. And I went with a lot of florals because I have been to Hawaii one time. And that's kind of was one of my biggest takeaways, was just the gorgeous florals. The foliage around Hawaii was absolutely beautiful. I very much enjoyed it. So one side we're going to put Hawaii. I wanted to put Hawaii Dreaming. Then I ended up not having enough room. You can see as I put the M down, I'm like, nope, that's not going to be right. So I'm putting the stickers back. Instead of Hawaii Dreaming, we're going to go with Hawaii Plans, because that's what she is doing here. She's making some plans for what she's going to bring to Hawaii. So let's make sure we have all of those letters. Another great use for the sticker guide is planning out your letters just to make sure you have them all. Beautiful. Yes. Okay. I will just transfer over the plans, and then we will start adding a little bit more function to this page. When you're decorating for a packing list, of course you don't need to decorate for a packing list, but when you have a big trip like this, probably one that you're thinking about and planning for an extended period of time, I love creating pages like this because it helps you to prolong the excitement. Like, you get to build on the excitement of the trip going up into it. That's like half the fun. And then you have kind of a nice keepsake after the fact. Now for this packing list, I am going to do some different sections. For instance, right here, a little to-do section. We're going to have some different areas. because I think when you pack, you have some different categories in mind. It might be things that you need to pick up. Maybe she's starting to make a packing list and then she realizes, oh, I need to pick up this, or I need to order this. It's nice to have a separate list for those things. Sometimes you're thinking of packing for different parts of the trip. So you might section off and say, hey, these are the nice clothes that I need. Here's all of the beach attire. Here's the hiking things. So sometimes I like to think through my packing in those ways so that it just makes sense in my head. So I'm going to give her several different sections instead of just like one long list. We're going to break it up just a little bit. And of course, adding decoration as we go, because I want this to help her build a little bit of excitement. I'm going to connect the two pages across like so, and then just cut them apart. Ta-da, a little bit of extra trimming happening. That's okay. It wasn't centered perfectly, but it wasn't supposed to be centered perfectly. It was supposed to hang off the edge. Anyway, I had a plan, I promise. All right, let's start moving things on. Once I get things into place actually on the page where I'm not going to move it anymore, that helps me make decisions as to where other parts of my spread are going to go. All right, this is going to go up here. I'm just going to move it up on purpose to hang off the edge so it adds a little bit of a floral look at the top as well. Then I needed a piece of floral to come over to the right side of the spread. There was this really pretty kind of floral banner that was nice. I just wanted to change the angle of it a little bit, and I don't want to waste these little pieces. You can see I'm trying to use up all of the pieces I cut off because I think that is the best use of your stickers. It's getting you some extra room on all your stickers. All right, this is going to be up here against one of those special places, and I'm going to layer a sticker over it in just a minute. Now it's time to add some bullets and call it a day on this planning list. I hope, Angie, that this helps you get extra excited about your upcoming trip, and I hope you have a fabulous time on your vacation. All right, let me know down below which summer planner spread inspired you today. They were all done with Planything. I will link Planything down below. And of course, I have a coupon code to use with them. So be sure to click the description box of this video to check out that code. I do want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon community. Thank you all so much for your continued support. We have a fabulous time. There's a ton of extra perks that you receive when you join Patreon. So make sure to check out my link down below and start your free trial today. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.